Alright, welcome back to another episode of. I don't really know what I'm gonna name this series. It's just me showcasing my cars on Torque Drift. And now we're taking a look at my R32, which I nicknamed Red Pill. Why did I nickname it Red Pill? Well, because it's red. And because I am kind of red pill aware now. If you don't know what that means, Google it. If you don't give a shit, well, no problem. So I'm gonna leave the parts list on the description, so I won't have to show it and make it boring. But I am going to open up my summary. You can pause the video and take a screenshot. Done? Okay. Now I'm gonna walk you through the things that are missing in this summary. So let's start with my rear alignment. This is just these are just alignment specs I took off the WiseFab install catalog. I just went to their website and started hunting for alignment specs. My alloys are these MST Leman, and the rears have these settings. I have these YSR custom coilovers. Stiffness is set to 6, maximum spring length, and I didn't do much adjustment on the bumps and rebounds. I just used simple math, and whatever number was approximate, I just set the value there. I did the same for the front. So I actually love using stock tires on this car. At standard pressures, because I don't normally use the e-brake for entry. I feint entry and use the clutch at the same time. So having stupid grippy tires like these, I don't really waste these tires. I only use them when it comes to chase challenges and whatnot. Differential, everything is max. I think that's in the summary. Whoops. What else? I think it's everything done on the rear. The angle kit on the front. Okay, so this chart is pretty confusing sometimes. Look at the towing value, but here is 0. So yeah, that's one of the things that is completely wrong in the summary. Okay, now that that's out of the way, here are my front alloy specs: 9-inch wide and a 40 profile. I just don't understand why I cannot get this car lower than it already is without playing with the stiffness, because I still think it's a bit high on the front. But okay, now I already said I used approximate values for these, so I don't have to play with much. So I use these Wilwood brakes. I'll show you why my brake bias is set at 30% on the rear. Let's adjust the tire pressure. What else? Okay, my turbo is using 21 psi. My ECU, everything is max. My clutch settings. Okay, so there was a problem with gear ratios before this update. So all the gear ratios changed. I did find some balance in this R32 by setting all the values over here. I have an RB26. I'm used to using that motor. And I have the strongest clutch kick there is. I'm sure this is on the summary, but I just wanted to show you what happened with gear ratios and what I changed. What else? Alright. So I'm kind of a matching freak. I freak out if I don't match stuff. So I matched the body kit Rarity with the neon Rarity, and it's the same color. Yes, it's that bad. So I have this red import neon. This is my only car with the neon, by the way, and this is my Pandem R32 body kit. Here are the alignment specs if you want to. Not alignment, track width. Okay. Spoiler. I'm running the Pandem spoiler, and here is the downforce value if you would like to take it. Alright, so now that I've given you a complete rundown of my R32, I'm going to show you why I set my brake bias to 30% on the rear. Let's go to hidden paths. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me, but after I finish the run, or after the point where I use the foot brake, I'm going to stop and explain. Since I butchered that run, I'm gonna try again. See, try rewinding and pausing the footage. You can see that while I was climbing up the hill, I used my handbrake and my foot brake at the same time. What does this do with the car? Well, at certain points when you feel like you're pulling away from the clipping point, you can actually press the brake and the e-brake at the same time. Your car is going to slow down, and it's gonna get closer to the clipping point and wall, and then you can just hit the clutch and go. But you have to be really careful with the brake, because for some reason in this game, when you hit the brake, it goes back to first gear. I know that you need a quick reverse, but we have shift buttons for that. So if you liked this complete rundown of my R32, which I used to break a couple of personal records like 424k on hidden paths, 317 on tunnel edge, and 325 on radical 9. Those are just my personal best scores. They're not the world records or anything. I use this car and this exact setup. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, excuse my strange speech. I usually just speak English to myself in my head. And that's about it for today. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next one.